True. A really bad hooker, for example.
Yeah.
You can get some quality company with $1.
Oh, yeah. I think they come in a vending machine, actually.
This episode
Why is this
71.
format is so funky?
It's a Funky Kong.
The PC Gamer article is like set for mobile or something. It's really weird looking.
Yeah, I get that from.
Oh yeah.
I get that from the IGN stuff all the time.
Well, it's because I send them from my phone.
Yeah,
but
it's the M version.
whenever I pull them up, like anytime there's a mobile IGN article, whenever I pull it up, it's fine. It doesn't show up as mobile anymore.
Oh, that happens to me all the time.
But
I just delete it. Just delete the M.
yeah, you can do that.
I don't want no M.
Oh, there was apparently a trailer for this leaked Leisure Suit Larry game, by the way.
Oh really?
Just so you know.
Okay. It seems more your type of game, so.
I've never played one. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? Because I'm trying to look this way to focus on this mic.
Yeah,
but...
you're loud.
I can see. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna drink some more water. Got a 40 case. You guys recording?
Yup.
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, that's the new stuff. I'm gonna pull up this so I remember what games I've been playing. All right. Justin, look at me. Thank you. Do the whole podcast just with your torso slightly turned.
Yep.
All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Video Game Newsy News Show. That's not the right one.
Wait. What are we doing?
I've actually been debating if we should flip-flop the way we do the shows. If we should do the Newsy News Show first, or if we should do the Gamescast first.
I mean, you have said that every week, so maybe we should just do the news show.
I have not said that every week.
You've said it every week for the last, like, 5 weeks.
For the last, like, 2 weeks. That's 2 shows out of the year.
You have sick brain, so it's very possible that you're not remembering it right, boss.
Yeah.
Just saying. Let's do the news first. Why not?
I have the memory of a steel trap. My memory of the shows each week is proof of that. When it's time to come make thumbnails.
And then I just grab images from games and use that.
Yeah.
Alright, let me start that over. Hello everyone, welcome to the Charge Shot Gamescast.
We're professionals here.
It sounds like...
This week I have with me Justin. We're just going with that, fuck it.
Alright.
Hey. How you doing?
I'm okay. How's Lo doing?
Sure?
I'm good. I'm already halfway through my beer, so I'm actually doing great.
Nice.
How are you
Nice.
guys doing?
I brought out a 40 because I wanted to drink that a little bit before the show and like during the show, but my throat
Taking it
super
old school,
hurts.
huh? You're such a gangster, boss. Just drinking 40s in every show.
It's the only way I can feel alive anymore. Is just drink a 40.
It's dark, bro.
Yeah, a little bit.
But no, I don't drink 40s every day. I play video games every day. And speaking of games, Justin, what games have you been playing?
Ooh.
Not too much, actually. I've been trying to play a few PC games, but my PC keeps crashing when I work on it, so that hasn't been working too well. But the main thing I've been playing this week, 'cause it feels like this week just flew by. I don't know what happened.
It doesn't feel like a
I don't
Friday.
have time to do anything.
It does not feel like a Friday.
No, it doesn't. But I've got a 3-day weekend, so maybe I'll be able to get some stuff in this weekend. And I think my computer is fixed now, so we'll see. I'll test it with some Assassin's Creed later, maybe.
Nice.
But the main thing I've been playing is Funk Unplugged. The developers, good friends of ours, were gracious enough to give me a code last Friday, actually, and I played that a bit over the weekend. Basically got like a good few hours of footage, just kind of an overall view of like various levels and things, so they can put that together for a review, which I was planning on getting out today for its launch. Well, today as of this recording. But I didn't really have time during this week. So I have all the footage and I have a script written, but I haven't actually been able to like record the voiceover or, edit together a video review. And the script I wrote isn't really for like a written review. I'd have to tweak it a little bit. So I want to, record it and then I can edit the actual, Word document, make it fit for print. But hopefully that will be a quick thing and I can get it done tomorrow. So we can at least have a print review up on the site, and then I can get the video review up over the weekend while I have the 3-day weekend. But yeah, that game is fun. Like, it's not perfect. I mean, I want to be very clear. Like, even though they're my friends, like, it's not a perfect game. They're very aware of a lot of the glitches and stuff in there. Actually, part of the reason I didn't get to the review was because like I said, I recorded about 2 hours of stuff, and then I basically cut together like a 2 to 3 minute like glitch reel of things that I found while playing, so that they could see, like, because it can be hard to explain that stuff.
Yeah.
So that they could see, like what the issues were. They were all little things, like nothing major. It's actually a very like polished game for the most part. There was just little like weird graphical inconsistencies and things that they mostly knew were wrong because I got it before release. And so I was trying to help them out, and I got that done, and then I ran out of time to actually put the review together, ironically. But it's just fun. Like, there's a really good soundtrack to it. I mean, of course, it's all about an amp, anthropomorphic amp, so of course it's got to have good music. But his main power is like transforming things around him. So you like create platforms in the water. You like turn like broken things into fixed things that you can jump on. You can like bring life to bushes that give you like the collectible items out of them, things like that. And like whenever you use your transform powers, it makes the music louder and gives it kind of like a jazzy guitar riff. And so it's like it's kind of like a Mario game, like the enemies dance to the music. Yeah. But it's like whenever you're playing along, it's like whatever music you're hearing at the time, it just like ramps up really cool whenever you transform something. And there's just like a hype to it that like kind of pushes you to the next platform.
Nice.
But I love the difference in the types of, I'll just kind of give my general overview of the review for you guys. I love the different types of gameplay in there. Like the first world is mostly just kind of like a straight up level design. Like, you go stage 1, you explore, you go point A, point B, level 2, point A, point B, you're done. But then like by the third level, it's actually almost like kind of an open world, like little hub. We have to collect things all over the map, like keys to unlock a door. And so it's not really like a traditional platformer. It kind of switches up to more of like a collect everything and get through the door. And then there's like the end on the other side of the door. And then the next world, which me and Thomas played a while back for a quick shot, the next world has like it opens up with a side-scrolling platformer section. And it's just like like every level of the game feels different enough that it never really gets repetitive. And they put a lot of detail into like making each level feel different, even though it's the same world, which is big for like a first-time developer to put that much resources into like all these different assets and things for the levels.
Yeah,
because like the ice world, like only one level is actually like kind of a traditional like ice level. The second one is like an underground kind of like ice mine. So they had to create all different assets for that to make it look like, an underground kind of like mine or like a cave area. And then the third level is like a Christmas town. So there's all these like holiday themed things and like, again, completely original assets in there. It's like there's not a lot of reused stuff in the game, level to level. And it's just really impressive that they put that much detail into like making each level feel unique. So you're not just like running through the same, same generic landscapes each time. It just gives the game a little extra character. But right now there's 4 worlds in it. and each one's really cool. The first one's kind of like a traditional like grassy beach. The second one's the ice world, like I said. The third one is kind of like a haunted castle. And then the fourth one is the city, which I didn't show off in the review or anything, just because like they were trying to keep it a secret before launch, and I want to maintain that secret because it just looks really cool, and I want people to discover that for themselves. Yeah. But I'm super excited to check that one out. I ran out of time to play, honestly. But yeah, I enjoy the game a lot. And like, I'm not just saying that because I've been following its development for like over a year. Like the reason I've been following its development is because I was really excited when it was like in a very early kind of, alpha form, and it's still really good. So I love what these guys are doing, and I want to support them and, make sure they can continue to make stuff because they're really talented. So I just, I wanted to take my time to talk about games to discuss that one specifically. But that's pretty much all I got. I've mostly just been troubleshooting computer stuff again all week, which is fun.
Boo.
Yeah.
I
think it's done though.
Yeah. Hopefully you got all your technical stuff figured out. Hopefully this, hopefully there's no more crashes for you. But just regarding the game, how is it as far as the like physics? Because I know it's a platformer, and some games don't have like amazing physics when it comes to the platforming. But I was just looking at the trailer right now. It looks pretty solid to me. So
yeah, I mean the jumping is pretty floaty. But honestly, like there's some pretty precise platforming sections in there. Like it's not a hard game by any means. It's kind of just like a your mother's platformer type game in a good way. Okay. Like it's for all ages. Like if you want to get all of the collectible things in each level, you're gonna have to try a lot harder and do like the tricky jumps and everything to get to the secret like hidden away areas. Like there's one time because like there's like collectible hats and skins and stuff in there. And there was one time I was just kind of like trying to enjoy the view, and I like looked around a corner and saw a little tucked away island. Just like, you have to kind of do some fancy jumping like around the water because obviously an amp can't swim. Yeah. And if you like do your double jump just right, you can get over to that island and grab a hidden, I think it was a hat over there.
Cool.
But yeah, so there are some really tricky secrets in there. But if you just want to complete the levels and don't really care about your percentage or anything, I mean, it's pretty simple and pretty floaty, like I said. But like, you're going to have to nail down the precision of it if you're wanting to do some of the more complex platforming sections, because there's like kind of little slivers of like wood planks, and you have to like, and they move along a rail, and you have to like jump to that one, time it, jump to the next one, time it, jump to the next one, that kind of thing.
Nice.
And there's other times where like you'll transform like an ice block, for example, and you have like a certain amount of seconds before it melts away again. So you have to kind of do your jump, transform the next one, do your jump, transform the next one, do your jump, and time that in a way that you don't just fall and kill yourself.
Okay. Okay.
But I mean, it's satisfying platforming. There's a few annoying parts just because of like the like some slippery platforms, or like the texture, like the bump mapping, I guess, of it, like that makes the collision detection be a little bit off. So like you'll get to the edge of a platform, but you'll kind of slide off because it's slanted. You didn't hit it quite where you needed to be on the platform. But that's the kind of stuff, like, that's just collision detection. They can fix that over time. The actual physics of the game are pretty solid, despite the fact that you're a big blocky amp.
Yeah. So you said it's satisfying platforming. So that's all I really care about. As long as
Oh yeah. The only thing I wish they would add in, I doubt any of the people that make that listen to this, but the only thing I wish they'd add in is a little bit of a magnet pull. I didn't want to tell them this because it's just a feature that I would like. It's not like a glitch or anything, but a magnet pull when you get close to the collectibles, because you have to like actually like run into them to get them. And so you can do like a circle around it a few times and you're like, oh crap, trying to get right on it.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to have kind of a Spyro feel, like when you run by and they go into you. But if that's not the kind of game they're making, that's not the kind of game they're making. So I get it.
Right. Yeah.
It's just what I would like.
Yeah.
This is a good-looking game, though. I might have to.
Yeah, it is. Actually. Like it's come a long way in the last year or so. But yeah, they really nailed some of the details, like the grass foliage in there, and like there's some pretty impressive graphic sliders in there too. there's not as much like look sensitivity and stuff, like customizable look sensitivity that I'd like. But I mean, the graphics go all the way from like bad to beautiful, and like you can tell like right on the screen, you know, the amount of foliage pops up and stuff like that. Shadows change. Like it's not super well optimized yet because they're still kind of working on some of that stuff. But it's made in Unity. I mean, you know, like Unity can nail the graphical scale.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Unity has a good capacity as long as you put the work in. And yeah, I like this art style. It's like really like it's more on the simplistic side, but it's really clean. And I think that's what's most important. That's like what makes it like you can pick up a game like this like years and years and years later, and it won't really like show its age, I guess, quote unquote.
Yeah, totally. Because I compare the graphics of this specifically to like A Hat in Time, which is also made in Unity, and they're very similar games too. Kind of the floaty physics, the varied types of gameplay, things like that. And Hat in Time, like it feels like it's missing something to the textures. Like it's very flat, kind of like in a N64 way, which is what they were going for. It works for that game, but like Funk Unplugged is a very similar kind of bright, colorful art style. But they just nail all the little details in there that just like make the textures stand out more in a modern way. Whereas A Hat in Time looks like a very dated, you know, modern game, which is fine. Again, like both of them are fun to play. Yeah. But I'm just impressed how good they made the game look for such a small studio.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I definitely recommend everyone check it out. It's on Steam now. But
yeah, I think it's what, $15?
Yeah,
something like that.
$15.
I haven't actually checked. I've just been playing it.
I just looked it up. It's 17 Canadian, so I just did a little bit of math in my head, and I figured it's probably 50.
Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, it's worth that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like it.
From the pre-stuff I played, like you check out that video if you want. I thought it was pretty neat. I wanted to see more of it, so I might pick that up down the line.
Yeah.
And I'm not someone that's into like all the 3D platformers. So.
But I like that it's a simpler one. Yeah. You know, you don't have like a million different abilities. You have your transform, you've got a double jump, you've got a crouch jump, you can run and jump. Like that's about it, really. You can punch, I guess, technically. But all of the enemies are some variation of like you punch them repeatedly to knock them out. You jump on the top of their hats because everything is like a hat creature in the game. It's actually kind of a funny like Footloose type story. Where like these evil hat creatures want to take all the music away, and so they're just playing static over all the radios.
That's adorable.
I really like it, actually. Yeah, I kind of wish I should have gotten with them. I didn't know. I should have gotten with them before the game came out and like collected some people together to do voice acting for them because I didn't know it was going to have a story, and so I feel like it's the kind of thing that could use some like pardon the pun, but amped up voice acting.
No,
that would have been cool.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not too late. I don't know. I might talk to him, but
yeah, for sure. Maybe on their next project if they have one.
Yeah, totally. But
hopefully they do.
I forgot what I was saying. It doesn't matter. We can move on.
All right. Lo, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Not too much, honestly. Just work, a little bit of gaming here and there. I've been playing Destiny 2 as my game I play before I go to sleep. It's funny because I think it was either last night or the night before. I had like a really cool like Destiny type of dream. It was neat. I was fighting off the Fallen on Nessus or some whichever planet has the red grass all over it. But yeah, mostly just a little bit of Destiny 2. I did pick up Rage, the original one, the first one. I did try a little bit of that. And it's a cool game. It's a good game. Solid shooting mechanics. The world's a little bleh, but I mean, you know, usually with those types of games, those are the kind of games I'll like jump in for like, you know, an hour or two, mess around and like kind of sandbox. I'm like, okay, that's enough. Then I'll like go to something else. This is definitely a game I'm going to add to my kind of rotation. It's going to be in there with Fallout New Vegas and you know whatever other survival type post-apocalyptic games that I have in my library.
It scratches that same kind of itch for sure.
Yeah. And the what is it? It's the ID IdTech engine. Really good engine. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I like the stuff they do in it. Very solid.
That was like a first gen 360 game, and it still looks really good.
It does look really good. There's little things here and there like texture popping, but I mean, like, it's kind of like whatever, you know. Like, I feel like that's to be expected with some of these older titles. But yeah, that game looks fantastic. It looks really good. Like, just there were just at some points in the game where I stopped just to look at like the backdrop, just because the way everything is just set up. It's almost like the background. It's like designed to like just grab your attention at every point, and it's just really nice. So yeah, just mostly those two, and I did play a few matches of Overwatch earlier with a couple of friends, and they're like high rank, so like when I teamed up with them, it put me against a bunch of other high rank people, so like it was a little bit at first I was like, oh, okay, so this is cool, everyone's like tryharding. So after I kind of got the because I haven't really oh, that's the other thing, the mode we were playing, it was every time you die and you respawn as a different hero. Like, you don't get to like choose like who you're picking or whatever. It's like some weird arcade mode or something like that. But they were playing it because I guess there's like extra experience offered for it or whatever. But I was playing that and I was like, oh, all right, this is interesting. So it was I got kind of like a crash course with a lot of the heroes I wouldn't have played otherwise. So that was kind of neat. Just all in all, Overwatch is a pretty fun game. I mean, I'm a Paladins guy through and through for sure, but I mean, I definitely like both, and I like both for very different reasons. So it's just really interesting because I remember for a really long time, people were like, oh, Paladins versus Overwatch, Overwatch versus Paladins. This copied that, who copied this? Where it's, I don't know. I mean, if you like actually sit down and like put time in with both games, you can see like where the overlaps are, definitely. But there's also like things about both games that make them very, very unique. So but yeah, as far as like games I've been playing, that's pretty much it, I think. Maybe a little bit of Xenoverse 2 here and there. I'll just like to boot up that game and just beat up Frieza every now and then. Just I don't know why, it's just I feel like beating up Frieza real quick, so I'll just do that.
Just put him in his place.
Yeah, exactly.
Remind him who he is.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a little bitch. That's who he is.
Right? Power level 1,000,000 my ass.
On power level 1,000,001, we play by Price is Right rules over here.
Right. That's, man. Yeah,
Real quick, I forgot that I did play a little bit more Metroid Prime 3. I had some friends over last weekend, and so I forgot that I played a little bit, and then like they came over and we watched a movie, and I didn't play it again. But anyway, I got the screw attack, and like that, I remember like getting that pretty early in the game, but man, it's so much better once you get the screw attack. Because a lot of the sections in that game are just like kind of tedious, and like you leave the room and go back in, and all the enemies are there again.
Oh, yeah.
So like the screw attack works differently in the Prime games, where you basically have like kind of 5 turns of it, and you also use it to like wall climb basically up certain things. But you can still use it to just like plow through enemies in a hallway. And a lot of like the large expanses of just random space where you'd have to like go around, like do some cool ball tricks or whatever and go around. Now you can just like completely cheese past it and use the screw attack to get to the other platform. And I love the screw attack in that game. And like in Prime 2, you get it like the last thing you get in the final area, so you barely even get to use it. And so yeah, it makes Prime 3 move so much faster. And I was like, oh, I want to play this game more now. I was kind of annoyed by it, but now I kind of want to play it more because I have the screw attack. But anyway, that's all I had.
Cool. Yeah, that's all I've been playing though. How about you, boss? What have you been playing this week?
I'll give you one guess.
Does it rhyme with
Chestiny?
Yeah.
I'm playing this little game. You might know it. It's called Destiny 2.
2? There's a second one?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, somehow they got the funds together to make another one. The scrappy little upstarters called Bungie.
Is Peter Dinklage in this one too?
No.
That wizard came from the moon?
I feel like I recently heard about this game for like 40 minutes straight, but Tell me more. I don't remember.
Yeah. You piqued my curiosity.
All right, I won't go too long on Destiny this week, but I'm playing some of that. I got a character up to I think 355, 356, something like that.
Ooh,
Doing more
nice.
escalation missions. Like actually, now that I'm more higher level, they're a little bit easier to do.
Mm,
And they're also forcing players to actually go do them now because you get this quest step that says you have to complete 10 escalation protocols.
mm.
So there's finally people like that are wanting to do it, and people are leveled up enough to do it. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Um,
So that's definitely end game then, right?
yeah, like when you do the escalation protocol and you die, it says recommended power level is 370. So like,
Oh shoot.
yeah.
Is that the new cap?
The new cap I think is 380, 385, something like that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I've been doing more of that stuff. That stuff's pretty neat. After you do one tower, because like what it is that you have to activate a tower. It goes up. I mean, there's like 4 waves or 3 waves depending on what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so like after that, it gets you to do other stuff that is in the area, like complete the heroic quest and kill all these different bosses. Like there's different things to it.
Hmm.
So I've been doing that stuff. Now I have to go and do regular Vanguard strikes, so I can easily knock that out of the park.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm just playing more of that stuff. My dad's telling me to go get all the 45 collectibles because you get the sick ass sword. So I'm gonna go do that this weekend.
Ooh.
Probably.
A sword.
Ooh, I do love some swords. I might be able to play this weekend since it's a long weekend.
Hmm.
I've got family coming up Sunday, but the rest of the weekend.
If you're
We'll
free,
see.
I'll shoot shit in Destiny with you.
Okay, cool. It's been a while.
Yeah. But like, I've been playing other stuff as well. I've been playing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice on the bus.
Really?
Yeah.
It's too many words.
Yeah.
It's,
that
that's
is a lot
not.
of words.
It's not enough words. It's a Capcom game. There should be more words. But yeah, that's like this is your regular ass Phoenix Wright game. There's a really annoying mini game in it where you have to like find fingerprints on a clue, and you're supposed to tap the screen to get the powder out and then blow into it in order for the power to go away. But I'm playing it on the bus, so the mic is constantly activated. So like I'm just like tapping the screen like constantly trying to get the powder down, but it keeps blowing away. So I was like, fuck this, I'll just like do this at work or something.
That's funny.
So yeah, now I'm doing I think it's my second court case. I like it. I like the second court case more because it takes place in actual U.S. and not in Bahrain. Like I'm in familiar territory, you know. Back home. So looking forward to playing through more of that. I'm playing this other game that's a Destiny-like, and it's on the mobile phone, called Shadowgun Legends.
Oh, I heard. You know, I tried. Yeah, I think I might have downloaded that at some point, but I never ended up playing it. How is it?
I've only played a couple of missions, and the missions I played were maybe 3 to 5 minutes. And it's like fairly simple. You just walk through a level, and like the gun automatically shoots, so you don't have to worry about being like super precise and everything.
Kind of a little.
But it gives you the loot grind that you're looking for, so you're like constantly upgrading your armor pieces and your guns and all that. Selling it all off. I'll probably get into that after I'm done playing Phoenix Wright because I gotta get my Phoenix Wright. It's that time of the year.
If you can ever stop getting blown on the bus, that is.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted to say that joke, but you kept moving earlier, so I was glad I had another chance.
You just snuck it in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just a little blow.
Yep.
But other than that, I've been playing Omensight. I got the key for that last week. Finally got to play that, and I kind of like what they're doing. It's like a third-person like action game. So you're moving through a series of levels, just beating up bad guys, getting more abilities. I hear it's pitched like as a Metroid type of game. It's weird because like you get keys that unlock doors that you have to go back to, And the way that you go back to them is everything takes place within one day. So it's kind of got like that Groundhog Day effect to it, or Majora's Mask effect to it, where you play throughout the whole day, and you get to the end, you get like a key or something, or you get something to progress the story, and then you go into another part of the story that's happening. So there's like warring factions between like cats and dogs, like anamorphic animals. And like there's really cool things about this that I like, story wise. I like you're able to go back through all these different levels and see the different sides of the factions and all that, but I don't actually like playing the game at all. It's kind of terrible.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's trying to be a little bit more methodical and a little bit more slow paced than it should be. Like you're not trying to hammer out combos like a Devil May Cry or anything like that. It's a little bit more slower paced. It wants you to chain up kills, so you want to like lower everyone's health and then chain up all the kills and clean up. But the problem with that is that I don't mind if it was slower, because like Yakuza's a little bit slower in that case. You can't just hammer out combos constantly. You have to like slow down and do heat actions and stuff. But in this, it's like the auto targeting is like really off. Like there's a delays on the button, like when you hit the buttons. It's not fun. Like there's one level where I'm just walking around and I'm holding up on the stick, and then my character just stops and I'm just still holding up on the stick and it's not moving. So like there's so many issues with it. Like I'm putting together a video to like show off the game, and like that's one of the things I have to show. And it's just like it's so like not like you can't, it's like so unpredictable. Like you can't tell like which direction you're moving in. There's some abilities that are pretty cool, like you slow down time and then you wipe up the area that you affect. There's different people that come and join your group and they have different abilities, but it's all, well, the two that I have pretty much the same ability. One, they're both just AoE attacks, so you just press the button if you want an AoE attack. There's a third person I haven't played with yet, so we'll see. You play as the Harbinger, and everyone kind of just knows the story of the Harbinger. It's like the end of the days are here. So this person's like, the Harbinger? Wait, the end of the world is here? What's happening? And then you don't say anything because you're voiceless. It's like, oh, okay. Well, come join me and do this thing that we need to do. It's like, okay.
You talk.
Yeah. Yeah, like the game looks cool. Like it's got a really cool art style, but I just don't like playing the game. It's not fun.
I'm sure it's fun for someone.
Yeah, but it's so buggy and so clunky. It just
I feel like every game is made for someone. You know what I mean? Like we can crap on things all we want, but someone's going to love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I try to keep that in mind.
It doesn't mean that I can't be critical of something though.
I know.
Yeah. I wish I liked it more. That's all. Like that's something I'll say about it. Is I wish I actually liked it, because it's got so many things going for it that I like.
I'm curious to try the first game they came out with, Stories or whatever, because I played
Yeah.
that when it was free. So I wonder if it's like executed any better.
It's like the first game's better than the second.
Yeah, you never know. I don't know. Maybe it's very possibly could have like rushed this one out like faster than it should have been released or whatever.
Yeah, I've got Stories. Maybe I should try that out a little bit, see if it's the same or not.
I heard good things about that first game they came out with. It's got like the whole branching story line kind of thing, and I guess you can like go back in time and like replay things and redo.
Yeah, that sounds like this one as well. It's selling it for $20, which that seems like a bit much to me. Like 15 or 15 would be better in my mind anyways. Like I'm like 20, that's a little bit much.
15 for indie games I feel like is fair.
Well, I just mean like just the quality wise. Like I would have rather bought like Unplugged or something. Like I bought Bloodstained. I haven't played that yet, but I could just think about these two in the similar kind of genre where they're just action, not beat 'em ups, but like action games. And the Bloodstained Curse of the Moon is $10. So it's a different type of thing, but I don't know. It's just they release so so close to each other. I just think about it. I got that on my Switch. You'll probably hear me talk about that next week.
Cool.
Yeah. So if anyone else wants to say anything, speak now. Forever hold your peace.
No, my other computer just crashed again, so I'm just annoyed.
Aww.
Oh,
So the PSU didn't work, huh?
damn. What the heck?
Potentially. I'm just gonna reset it because I still think it might be a driver thing.
Yeah.
I was basically trying to go through and just like delete everything, like all of the old drivers and stuff like that last night. And like there was so much stuff that like was like, you can't access this because trusted installer is the owner of this. I'm like, no, it's my computer. I am the owner of everything. Stop it.
Yeah.
I hear that's a
I
Windows
feel like
bug.
I just need to reset it.
That's a Windows bug, isn't it?
Thinks it knows what's best for you. It locked me out of an entire, because I have 3 hard drives on my PC, right? It made an entire hard drive just read only. It's the one. It's like my main SSD where like my OS is, so I don't like really like save stuff to it at all, like almost never. But like it was still annoying. Like I wanted to save something to like my desktop, for example. It's like, no, you can't save to your desktop because reasons. I'm like, well, why the hell can't I save to my desktop? And then the whole freaking thing is just, oh, it's read only. And then I'm like, okay, well, can I change it back? And then it's just like, nope. I'm like, why not? It's like, I don't like you. That's why. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, basically.
Good talk, Windows.
I can't let you do that, Dave.
Yeah.
Windows 10 is the worst.
It really is. Like at first I was excited about it. I was like, oh cool, free Windows. And it's like up to date. It's the latest and greatest. Yeah. I'm not gonna be like
it can't be as bad as Windows 8. Famous last words.
Yeah, I skipped 8. I went from 7 to 10. And I liked 7. 7 was fine. Like it didn't give me any like weird shit like this.
7 was perfect.
Yeah. Sometimes I just wish I can go back.
Yeah. Back to the future.
I think you're on.
There's an idea.
Yeah. Whoa. I wish I thought of that.
Yeah.
Add that to the list. I like how our list is just growing. It's just like movies. I like it. I like it.
I like how you said that out of context, so no one's gonna know what you meant.
Who cares?
This podcast is for us. Let's be honest.
We exist outside of time, anyways. Like we can't like wait for everybody else to catch up all the time.
Yeah, you're right.
Go's never waiting for anyone. He's always going.
That should be our thing. That should be our thing. The only podcast to exist outside of the stream of time.
Whenever you know what we're talking about, you can join the stream.
All right. Justin, where can the people find your stuff?
I am at 0 score on parts of the internet, specifically Twitter and YouTube. I've had some stuff out recently. I don't think there will be a Final Fantasy IX episode out this weekend at this point, because I haven't been able to work on it. But I did have I was able to upload a Marvel Month video that I finished like last month, and thought I had exported and like prepared to upload, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna put it out tomorrow, and it was still just sitting in Premiere ready to export. So that took a little longer than I expected because I had to like re-upload it twice after it kept crashing. But yeah, I did have a new Marvel Month video out this past week. So check that out. But that's probably it for a little while until I get this stuff sorted out.
Lo.
You can find me on Twitter at Nero the Hero, N3R0, THEH3R0. You can also find me on YouTube, Nero the Hero spelled with letters. You can also find me here on Charge Shot, chuckling heartily with the Charge Shot boys. Join us sometime, will you?
And you can find me, your host Thomas, CSG Thomas, on Twitter. I did not realize you were still talking.
So, I wasn't saying anything important anyways. I just said I was opening a new beer.
Okay. You're just a little low for me. Get it? Because low.
I don't understand.
Me neither. Can you explain it, please? I don't get it.
In detail.
Yes.
You
Can
see,
can you draw a diagram?
you see, low is his name, but it's also a word.
You lost me.
But they're spelled differently.
Yeah. That's why you lost me. Doesn't make any sense.
Right.
I love when you talk science, Thomas.
What I do? When do I talk science?
Just now you were talking science, right?
I don't know what science is, I guess.
I guess I don't either.
The science of words. But yeah, you can also check us out here at chartshot.com. This is where all our video, audio, and written content is. We put up that Akira watch along. I got a message from a friend saying, "What the fuck, you watch anime?" Because the last time I talked to him about anime, I was just shitting on anime because there was just all the anime at the time was real bad.
All anime is real bad.
There's some good
All anime is kind of bad. He does have a point.
I mean, the people can love anime, but it doesn't make it good.
Right. It's one notch above like a comic book. It's in between like a comic book and an actual cartoon.
Well, there goes our entire weeb audience. Thanks a lot, Justin.
And there's a lot of bad comic books out there too. I love a lot of them. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with loving terrible things. I've said that before.
When I used to watch a lot of anime, funny story, but I stopped because I just got so tired of trying to just get caught up with the lore of all these worlds that people created. I'm like, what? Why? What size is this person doing this thing? Why is their hair blue? Why did he turn into a dragon? Who is this? Who's the guy with the purple hair? I don't understand. Dragon Ball Z is easy. It's just dudes punching each other with numbers. It's power level.
And they just yell out their moves so you know what they're doing.
Right, exactly. Just make it real simple for me, guys. Just got to make it real simple.
Yeah. But yeah, you can also email me, thomas@charshot.com, if you ever want to have your question on the show or just want to write to me personally. Right, send me in all your fanfics of Dragon Ball Z and Justin.
I'll read them live on the show in a very seductive voice. I'll do the characters too. So mix it.
I mean, I don't like Dragon Ball, but I would listen to that.
That would be interesting, right? A seductive Dragon Ball fan fiction reading. Even it wouldn't even have to be like an erotic one. It would just be regular, and then go.
But that is Patreon tier.
Together. And then he uttered the words Kaioken times 4.
Lowe's romantic Dragon Ball corner.
Romantic Ball Z.
Yes.
Low in the $7
$50
Dragon
tier.
Balls.
Start Patreoning today.
You guys have seen that, right? The Sailor Moon and the 7 Dragon Balls?
No.
No? Okay.
No. I've heard of it, I think, and I think I know
I
what
think
you're
you guys
talking
just
about.
don't want to admit it. I think that's what it is.
No, I'm pretty sure I've heard about it, and then I looked it up, and then like I found out what it was, and then I tried to forget about it, and now you just reminded me of it. So thanks.
You're welcome.
I don't go to the rest of the internet.
I've been there.
Yeah, you're better off for it.
I've been there. But yeah, until then, guys, enjoy your video.
I thought we were ending this show.
Yeah, this is it. This is the end of the show.
We've been ending the show for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we do that.
You guys ready for a quick and breezy news day?
Did you say quick and breezy?
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's what he said.
What?
What a
Yeah,
weirdo.
I'm ready.
What?
I'm ready.
It's quick and breezy.
Let's be quick and breezy, yo. Oh.
Is this a Target commercial for like sheets? I don't know. I'm not sure where I was going with that when I started talking.
Quick and breezy sheets from Target.
Isn't it like quick and easy, beautiful cover girl? This is quick and breezy.
No, that's
No,
easy
that's
breezy,
easy, breezy,
beautiful.
Oh,
beautiful.
easy breezy, whatever. Who cares?
Watch more
Quick and Breezy was my name in college.
There we go.
Self zing. Oh my gosh.
Nailed it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Video Game Newsy News Show, hosted by your host Thomas and Justin.
Why don't you ever say my name? It's not that hard to say.
I just wait for you to
I
try
just
to
want to be
introduce
introduced properly, like a person. I want to be treated like a human being.
Let's just ignore Justin. Lo, how are you doing? You need my puffer? You okay?
You guys broke me. I'm broken. I'm doing well. I'm on my second beer, and yeah, I'm on beer number 2, and
Wow, you're
everything's
going
funny.
fast tonight.
Yeah, I didn't think I was. I thought I was pacing myself. Then the next thing I know, I'm like, huh? Yeah, okay. Here we are.
I mean, my beer is double sized, and there's some tequila in it, so I'm probably about the same point you are.
Wait, there's tequila in your beer?
I put tequila in my beer because I was like, oh, that sounds like it would be good.
Man, I need to get on your level.
I know, right?
Is it good?
I don't want to get up mid-podcast to get more alcohol, so I just have to apply it to my other drink.
I get it. I like it. It's practical.
Yeah,
Gets
I'm
you there.
utilitarian.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
That news, though.
That news though. What things that I appreciate? Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 are being remastered for the PlayStation 4. For Japan.
You're gonna do that.
Oh wait, Yakuza 1 and no. Is 2 being is that being remastered?
Yeah, it's already being remastered and released here. It's August.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah,
Because it was
3,
like
4, and 5
Yakuza 0 and then like Yakuza Kiwami. I was thinking 2 was just like completely skipped. But
Oh.
No, it's coming. I got that shit on pre-order.
Of
course
you
you
do. Does it come with a cool bundle with a
I think it's got a steel book.
steel book?
Yeah, it's cool.
Can you use it in your melee fights? Your melee?
Yeah, I hit
movements?
someone over the head with a steel book
Nice.
instead of a steel chair.
Yeah.
Chair
Dude,
shot.
that should be your thing. That's gonna be your thing. I'm
I'm
gonna draw you hitting someone with a steel book now.
in the
eventually.
part in WCW my watching where Mongo McMichaels is just hitting people with briefcases, like the football player. It's weird.
What?
Yeah.
This thing is so strange.
These remasters look pretty good though.
Yeah, they look pretty
Yeah.
good. They're gonna be in a crisp 60 frames per second and look kick-ass at 1080p.
Good.
A quick and breezy 60 frames a second.
Can somebody include that in like a review in the future? Quick and breezy.
Uh-oh.
It could be our inside joke.
I'll write it in my Punk Unplugged review.
Thanks.
Yeah, so the first of the 3, Yakuza 3, will be out in August 8th in Japan. There's no word on an international release yet, but we assume that it'll probably come here anyways because the other 2 Kiwamis have been. But it might take a year and a half like Yakuza 6 did. Where do I go from here though?
I don't know.
Justin, you have anything for me?
Speaking of re-releases,
All right,
Sunset Overdrive is possibly headed to PC.
there you go.
Eh?
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That was good. I like that. I applaud you.
thanks.
10 points to Justin.
A listing for Sunset Overdrive PC was spotted by Twitter user Nibellion on the Korean Game Ratings Board. Roughly translated, the application for the rating was made by Microsoft Corporation Korea. Beyond that, details are scant, but this could indicate that Microsoft has support in development and plans to bring the game to PC. Yeah, there you go. It might come to PC.
It makes a lot of sense because this is like the only exclusive really that came out before that whole Xbox Anywhere deal. This and like I think Halo 5 are like the only ones really that aren't available on PC.
Yeah.
So if they're doubling down on that, why not go into the back catalog?
Yeah, that's cool. I'm down with that.
I'd grab it.
Actually, I was interested in this game too. I remember like seeing gameplay footage. I was like, oh, cool. It looks kind of like Jet Grind Radio mixed with like some other games, and it looked cool. So I'd love to see this come to PC.
I'd say like Jet Grind Radio and like Infamous.
Oh, okay. Cool. Nice. See, like, that interests me.
Yeah. Although, Thomas, you said you didn't really like it, right?
It was alright. It just didn't hold my interest. Like I only played a couple hours, and then I guess something else just pulled me away from it. Like I bought it for $10. I didn't really like it. Just didn't suck me in, you know. Yeah. I don't know. I re-upped for my Game Pass again. Since State of the Gate 2 is out now, so I want to try that out.
Cool.
That might suck me in. Who knows? I'm in a Destiny hole. Nothing's gonna suck me out of that.
Nothing's gonna suck you like Destiny.
and nothing's gonna blow me like Phoenix Wright.
Ace Attorney, yeah. Oh, Phoenix Wright's better. Yeah.
Destiny was better because Destiny sounds like a legit like stripper / prostitute name.
Right. And Ace Attorney is an actual name, so those are both great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle Donkey Kong Adventure preview. I didn't read this article.
Of course you didn't.
Because this is about Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah, it looks super cool. Okay, so first of all, there's a rabid Cranky Kong, which is just fantastic.
Yes.
It's basically the details of what the Donkey Kong DLC for the game will be. Which is the first like big DLC pack that they've released for it. And it sounds like it's going to be about 8 hours of content, which is kind of crazy for a DLC pack. And in the game, your 3-player team is always Donkey Kong, Rabbid Peach, and Rabbid Cranky. And basically, it's supposed to be like kind of an alternate history tale of like something that's tangential to the Mario campaign. So like after the bit where you fight Rabbid Donkey Kong, Rabbid Peach gets like sucked into a portal that like with Rabbid Donkey Kong that leads her into the jungle reef area, and she finds Donkey Kong and Rabbid Cranky and has to like get together with them to get out of this little island area. And it goes across like 4 different worlds, full of like new Donkey Kong themed characters and scenarios. They each have their own new sets of abilities and stuff like that. Like it is a full-on like basically an expansion of the game, like a new game essentially inside of Mario and Rabbids. That's totally Donkey Kong themed.
All right.
And it's really impressive. Like I thought it was just going to be like some challenge modes and like a little bit of extra stuff with these characters, but no, it's a straight on like extra game. They could probably sell this on its own, and it would be worth money.
Yeah, when I saw them selling the battle pass or the season pass, I was wondering what that was, and this I guess this is their answer. It's one of the pieces of it.
Yeah.
I like that selfie stick though. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's just Rabbid Peach. That's just how she is.
Yeah, but it's like Cranky Kong's cane, kind of, or Cranky Rabbid, whatever.
Oh, I guess I missed. Like she uses his cane as a selfie stick.
Yeah, look at it. It looks like it.
You mention it. Wow.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. That's really funny.
Yeah, it's pretty cute.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. Those details.
Yeah. There's so much heart in that game. I need to get back into it.
Gotta hand to these guys. I was just gonna say, like, I'm not gonna lie. When the information for the Mario Rabbids game got leaked, I was like, okay, whatever. And now it's just really interesting. Just now that just seeing like the actual gameplay and just like what it is and just how successful it is. It's just really interesting. And I don't know, the guys at the devs must be pretty stoked on it. It's pretty awesome. Are there going to be more DLCs after this one to like extend the kind of like story, or?
I think this is the last one, at least as far as what they've announced. I'm sure there might be something new at E3, but they had the multiplayer expansion. There was like a challenge mode that was like a free update. And then now this. So it's been like a whole season pass of stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
But this is like the substantial part. It's kind of like, Destiny, like something that you're all familiar with. Has had it's kind of little versions, and then there's like the big, like whatever comes next, like the Taken King kind of equivalent.
Yeah. Okay.
This is like the Taken King equivalent of Mario and Rabbids. It's like the big stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's really cool. I'm glad this is doing so well.
me too. They're putting a lot of work into it, and I respect that.
Speaking of things that are cool, Leisure Suit Larry, he's the coolest around.
Is he?
No, he's the worst.
Yeah. I feel like that was not a good time to release a Leisure Suit Larry game. Weinstein literally just turned himself into the authorities.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we're getting a new Leisure Suit Larry. Leisure Suit Larry, what dreams won't dry.
Gross.
What do you think of that title?
Gross.
Okay. I thought you might have
It's like
appreciated some kind of punnery happening
It's
there.
clever, but it's gross.
Okay.
Yeah. The gross factor isn't understated.
Right.
Also, this art style is ugly.
I think it looks all right.
Like, this isn't what Leisure Suit Larry looks like.
I mean, have you ever looked at all the Leisure Suit Larrys? They don't. Not all of them look the same.
I guess.
Yeah. Publisher Ensemble Entertainment has confirmed that Leisure Suit Larry Wet Dreams Won't Dry is in development and expected to be out this year. The new game will take Larry, directed from the end of the 80s to the 21st century, which sounds like it could be a setup for a smart, self-aware fish out of water tale about learning not to be such a greasy douchebag. But the Steam listing says Larry's worldview will collide with modern-day reality harder than the breasts of a lusciously stacked blonde jogging along the beach.
Wait.
Nothing good can come from this.
Let's just say that doesn't
about
exactly inspire optimism. The graphics don't look bad, though.
It doesn't look good.
I don't think it looks
It's
bad. I think it looks alright. I like the art style.
I think it's going to depend on how it's actually animated, because I've never played any of these games, but I assume they're kind of like almost kind of like point and clicky sort of.
Yeah, they're point and click adventures.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I guess it just is going to come down to how well it's animated and I don't know, the humor. I guess I don't know. I've never played. I have no familiarity with Leisure Suit Larry.
Quote unquote humor.
Yeah.
There's literally a screenshot here with like a building in the distance that looks like a dick squirting. Like,
Yep.
it's not good. There's nothing good about this.
That is pretty ham-fisted. I will say that much.
And sperm door handles.
I just noticed that.
Yeah. I'm kind of going back through and seeing all the details, and I'm not pleased.
Oh man, this is gonna be interesting. This is very interesting.
I
can hear the internet being offended already.
Right. I mean, I was fine with Leisure Suit Larry dying in the first place, but like, if they try to make this like politically relevant, it's gonna make it even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's
They're
a smart way to do this. That,
Oh, yeah.
to modernize it and show off that Larry's a douchebag, right?
Yeah, make him lose at the end.
And make him yeah, he's an idiot.
Mhm.
I do like this one little piece of art in the bar here with the old pixelated what it used to look like. Contrast.
Oh,
with how
yeah.
it is now.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of neat, but whatever. It's not enough to win me over.
Mm-mm.
It's no Full Throttle remastered.
Hold on, let me do this one. Speaking of things that aren't enough to win me over, female playable characters in Battlefield 5 aren't enough to make me want to play it. Okay, now you can have it.
I can't talk. President of Women in Battlefield 5 has created controversy, but EA isn't backing away from it. Big Battlefield 5 review earlier this week was not without controversy. Mostly driven by the presence of a woman on the cover of the box. Basically what happened here is that there's a woman on the cover of the box of Battlefield V, and people got upset for some reason. I don't read internet comments, so I wasn't aware of it until later. But
Has anyone called it Battlefield Vagina? I'm just curious.
there was people that were making jokes about it.
Okay,
saying that,
I assume so, but that's such an obvious thing. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
I
be
saw,
better than
I
that.
saw like there should be a woman on the cover because it's Battlefield V, and then
Yeah, okay.
yeah, there's some stuff.
Be creative. Come on.
I'm just paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly what it was.
No, I'm not blaming you.
First, so there was a tweet by Oscar Gabrielson, DICE general manager. First, let me be clear about one thing: player choice and female playable characters are here to stay. So, like, good on EA for saying, fuck you guys. You guys are assholes. We have women in here. It's historically accurate. Don't be a jerk. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Battlefield can ever claim to be historically accurate. Let's
Right.
pull that back a little bit.
Oh, I mean, I just saw, like, people were complaining that, like, oh, it's not historically accurate to have women in World War II.
Well,
And
okay,
it's like,
well,
whatever.
here's the thing about that, though. There actually, I looked into it, and
Yeah.
there was actually a really notable World War II sniper who was a female. She was a Russian sniper, and she was a badass apparently. So just right there, boom, historically accurate.
Also, like,
shut up, internet.
Like, the last Battlefield game wasn't even historically accurate. There was like goofy shit all over the place in that game.
Yeah, it's Battlefield. I mean, like, come on, like, it's really, I don't know. It's really annoying how people like pick and choose what to be offended over, even though it's like a long-standing series that has been known to not be 100% historically accurate. Who has ever like said, "Oh yeah, that Battlefield is just 100% historically accurate"? They tell it like it is. No, come on. Who's ever said that?
You want to play something historically accurate?
like,
play Arma.
And what kind of
there you
people
go.
with a history masters are playing Battlefield?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I could have been one.
If anything, they're getting their Battlefield knowledge from the games.
Right.
Yeah, EA gets a lot of shit for a lot of things they do. Like, there was even a story here where they're introducing premium currency, which that's in a lot of AAA games these days. I just want to put one in here that like shows off that they're not all completely douchey.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, this is stupid. Who cares if there's females in a game? Like,
Yeah,
you don't have to play as them if you don't want to.
Yeah.
But let people have the choice.
Right on. Something that does offend me is the World War Z game. Apparently that's still being made.
Oh yeah. Sure.
I've never read the book and I've never seen the movie. It still offends me that's being made.
Just because it looks so bad?
It's just such a dumb move. Like, at this point, it should just be dropped. Like,
Another zombie game.
yeah, it's another
Just feel
zombie
like
game.
I don't know.
They introduced a trailer. I don't know. It just looks like you're just shooting zombies. It looks like that Days Gone game, kind of.
A little bit, huh?
Saber
It's
Interactive's
generic.
working on it. Coming to PlayStation 4, Windows PC, Xbox One later this year. Does anyone still remember World War Z?
I saw the movie.
I like the
remember
movie.
There were zombies in it. It was a zombie movie. That's for damn sure. I mean, I don't know.
Would you want to play a game based off of that?
I mean, like, here's the thing though. Like, I already have like zombie shooting games, so
Yeah.
it's like, why do I need another one? You know, I have Killing Floor 2. I think I have Left 4 Dead. Maybe not, but even if I don't, I'd buy Left 4 Dead before I would get this because it's Left 4 Dead. You know, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Saber's
if they-
past work includes Inversion, Time Shift, Quake Champions. Remember Quake Champions?
Oh yeah. Huh.
Yeah. It's just weird that it's still being developed.
It is weird.
Resident Evil 7 cloud version announced for Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
This is a weird one.
Hmm.
It's the game. Like, it's Resident Evil 7, as we know it. But so far, it's only announced for Japan. It's on the eShop. And it's only playable via the cloud.
That's weird.
Not Cloud Strife. Like the stuff out in cyberspace that no one understands.
Wait, you don't mean the physical cloud?
Uh,
Like the one in the where it floats?
no,
No.
no, not the cumulonimbus. The friggin' like stuff in the internet that stores stuff on the Google Drive.
Computer.
Resident Evil stored on the Google Drive. To access it.
That's where we
Weird.
upload all
Yeah.
the podcast data.
Right. So we could get our podcast data crossed with Resident Evil 7, and then suddenly we're downloading the Bakers instead. And you're putting out like a podcast of the Papa's racism. I don't remember his name.
What?
Oh man.
Go on.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, those guys are hard as shit to kill too.
Right? The mom controls bees. Spoilers.
Bees. Oh gosh.
You want to download some bees to your podcast feed? I don't think so.
Fuck no.
No.
Anyway, this is weird. Because they haven't really said anything about like how it plays or anything. I'm gonna look at the trailer real quick. Actually, I haven't seen it yet, but I assume it looks fine, like normal. But basically, it's the full game with all of the DLC that's been released on other consoles and PC. And the first 15 minutes are available for free, streamed over the cloud.
Streamed.
But then you have to basically pay for a 180-day service pass to play past that.
Huh?
So, according to this, that 180-day service pass is like $18, translated from Japanese currency, of course.
2000. Yeah.
Yeah. And all of your saves and stuff are on the cloud as well. Which is this weird thing where, like, the only reason I put this in the notes was because I thought, like, if this is the future, you know, we could theoretically have, like, bigger, you know, more heavy, like, graphically intensive games that are streamed to the cloud from the cloud onto the Switch, and we just rent them, basically.
Yeah.
Rental service through the cloud
That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
of.
that allows, like, Switch games that are more intensive than the average game.
Yeah.
That could be kind of interesting when you think about it.
Yeah, for sure.
But also, like, I don't want to rent my games.
Yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where my mind went first too, was renting.
Yeah.
Like it's not perfect now, like even with PS Now and stuff like that. That's why Xbox lets you download the games and not stream them with the Game Pass. But I look forward to the future where we can just stream games, especially for something like the Switch. That'd be awesome. Probably not like if you're walking around outside, because you're not connected to Wi-Fi.
Right.
But
For
if
a
you're
portable console, it's a little
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, but if you're at home, like if we have LTE and like 50G or whatever, and it does that kind of work, that'd be amazing. But yeah, like I look forward to our streaming future for gaming. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm around.
We'll see. This is just such a weird, like, different thing that I was kind of surprised by the announcement. I thought it was worth talking about,
Yeah.
like, just as an idea. We'll see maybe at E3 if they announce, like, an actual Resident Evil 7 port for, you know, US audiences. But I just don't know what this means. Like, if they do it this way, what that means for the future.
This is announced,
Yeah.
right? Like it's not rumor or anything. Like it's coming.
No, it's announced for Japan.
Yeah. Huh.
Like, it's actually coming there.
Yeah.
But that's not something we have here. But with the Nintendo Online service coming, who knows how they're going to change things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. I just think it's weird with a more portable console to have a focus on cloud streaming. That
Yeah.
seems like bad marketing.
Yeah.
180 days service pass.
There's plenty of time to beat that game.
It's
don't get me
weird that
wrong.
they give you a 15-minute free trial. It's
Right. You can't even get into that game in 15 minutes.
like- yeah. You like wander
That's
around
enough
outside.
time to, like, get into the mansion. That's
Yeah,
about
exactly. I was gonna say that. It's like you wander outside a little bit, and you're in the mansion. Boom, pay us money.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Last news story of the day is the latest Steam event encourages you to play your untouched games. It's the spring cleaning event. Valve is aware of our bad habits, and it's like a Steam Store event is calling us out. Dubbed Spring Cleaning, users will receive a special badge in exchange for dusting off their unplayed games. That means actually playing them and earning trophies or Steam achievements. Valve says that you will not only unlock exclusive badge for your profile, but also have the chance to level it up. If you're experiencing choice overload, Valve will even pick a random game in your library for you. One potential rub, however, throughout the duration of the event, there will be several popular games playable for free. The full list is below, but should you try them and buy them, then let them languish in your library, maybe back at square one. And the games are Don't Starve Together, Dead by Daylight, City Skyline, Tyranny, Borderlands 2, Castle Crashers, Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, Left 4 Dead 2. There you go, Blow. You can play Left 4 Dead 2 now. And Dirt 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I would choose to play City Skylines over all of the games that are just sitting in my library, honestly.
Dead by Daylight's pretty good too. Yeah.
Well, City Skylines is what I've been kind of curious about. As like someone that used to love SimCity, but was so scorned by the last SimCity game.
Yeah.
I've heard City Skylines is really good, but it's just I can't justify getting into another one of those games. Like, what's the point? But if it's free, I'd check it out.
It's a time sink, man. It's just for enjoying it. That's all.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. City Skylines is.
I don't understand this.
On the Games Pass, so I downloaded it. I haven't played it yet.
Game Pass.
Gaming Pass.
Game Pass.
Game Pass. What do you mean you don't understand this? This is just like it's just giving you bad like. For us, we're not in the Steam community. We don't check our profiles and stuff all the time. But there are like people that do. There are people that are into like the Xbox achievements and trophies and shit that are into Steam shit.
Yeah, I don't understand that stuff either. People are obsessed.
I don't.
But like, I just don't get like what's the appeal. Like, if they're games you haven't played ever, is this just like is this enough incentive to get people to play those games?
Yeah, it's to keep them on their store, right? And like, I think the games that they're offering for free for the weekend is probably just a way to get them to buy the game.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, but I'm saying like, as far as the spring cleaning idea, like of dusting off your unplayed games, like those games already have trophies and things in them that you apparently don't care about because you haven't played those games at all.
I mean,
so to get exclusive badges for like playing games you haven't played before. Is that enough incentive if you already don't care about the badges that are inside those games by default?
I got 900. I have 900 games on my Steam library. I haven't played a lot of them, but I want to play all of them.
I don't know how many I have.
I have 901. Look, it's over 900.
It's over 900.
Wait, why do I have something in my inventory?
Did you get a gift, or is it a coupon?
I don't know.
Coupon.
It's probably a coupon. No one gives me things except Low, and he would tell me.
I can't give anything anymore.
Sometimes I don't tell you.
Still?
I think.
Yeah.
That's true. You don't sometimes.
20%
off Raft. Oh boy, a discount for Raft.
Woohoo!
I have. What's the number? 149. Oh, I'm just off.
Nice.
I think this could just be like a fun. I would like to have a button that's just like I'm feeling lucky, you know, like the Google thing, but for my library. That would be fun. Just to screw around. They
kind of said that. They said.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like this thing here in the, like Valve will choose one for you.
Pick a randomly unplayed game in your library for you.
So like
that would be fun actually.
Yes.
Like if I have like 10 minutes to screw around, I'm like, what game is there gonna give me now? It's like a slot machine, but for things that you own.
It's just a whole new level of RNG meta with games you already have.
Yep.
So since it mentions this in the article, have either of you guys played Amnesia: Dark Descent?
Yeah.
I haven't. Is it any good?
I mean, have you played a horror game in the last 5 years? That was released in the last 5 years. No?
Fear doesn't count.
No, it doesn't.
No, I don't think Resident Evil really counts either. Resident Evil 5, no.
I don't know. I liked Outlast more, but I think it's from the same studio. I don't know.
Maybe I'll give it a shot. I got it for free.
It's just like it's just old. That's all. Like it's been done in a bunch of other games that I think have done it better.
Gotcha.
That I've learned from Amnesia.
I have.
Did you just buy a game so you can get 150?
No. I want to, actually, but no. I'm going through... My 150th game is going to be special, okay?
Yeah, make it special. Don't just throw it away. Make them earn it.
Right.
Okay? You're worth more than that.
Your 150th time has to be special.
Make sure it's with somebody who really cares about you. It respects you.
Do you guys remember your first Steam game?
No.
First Steam game?
Your first one.
My first Steam game was probably like a free one. I think it was Warframe, actually.
I think
it was the one that everyone told me to play.
I think mine might have been Half-Life 2. Like right there, you know, like right when it first came out.
Nice. Actually, no. My first Steam game was Skyrim because my buddy who built my original PC for me, he bought me a copy. He's like, "Here you go, friend. Welcome to the PC world." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then it was Warframe. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to have a lot more.
When Steam first came out, I was like, "This will never catch on."
Yeah. I would like to have more sorting options for my library. Like just sort by release date or sort by like when I bought it,
there's third-party stuff that does do that. There was one that somebody showed me. It was called like Decompress or something like that. But I feel like they should have added that to the actual Steam like application by now. It's so simple. They have all the data there.
Yeah, like just all the games are tagged
order.
now. There's tags on every game.
It tracks all your progress and your game time and all that kind of stuff. So it's like they have the information who was developed by, when it came out, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All the metadata is there. So it's like, why can't they build that into the
I think they talked about updating Steam last year or something. We did a news story on it a while back.
I feel like Steam updates all the time, but every time it updates, it's like, what the hell has changed?
It looks the same.
It's like,
but if you look back into the early days of Steam, it looks so different.
That's true. Yeah.
It's just subtle. No, I was counting through all the games that I haven't played, just out of curiosity, and not including like duplicates or games that I've played on other systems and just have on PC, which I still think is, not fair to count. There's 29.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's not actually, but I only have 149, so that's still like
that's also true.
A fifth of my games that I haven't played.
I probably haven't played like maybe 500 of mine.
Jeez. But I mean, a lot, like that's literally like any time played. So like if it has 5 minutes, I didn't count it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this will be fun for people, but I don't think it's gonna make people play all the games they haven't played.
Probably
no.
I forget. Like I scroll through. I'm like, I don't know what this is. It was probably like a keymailer game that I never got around to and just completely forgot about.
I definitely have some of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 295 games installed on my computer.
Oh, you have 295?
Nice.
Nice.
I have like 7 installed.
Why do I have that many installed?
I don't know. It's a lot of games. How big is your hard drive? Holy crap.
I've got terabytes.
I got those terabytes, yo.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Why do I have 3 versions of Arkham City? This doesn't make any sense.
You tell me.
We're just like looking through our Steam libraries and talking about
probably
stuff.
Bundle crossover. You probably got like...
Oh, I have 35 games installed. Wow.
Huh.
There you go.
You can tell how many I actually play.
Yeah, that's our last news story, unless there's something else you want to talk about.
I mean, we can just keep vamping about our Steam libraries if you want.
My Steam library is bigger than yours.
It's not the size that matters. It's how you use it.
It's about
Or
how
whether or
often
not
you
you use
play
it.
with it.
And all you play is Destiny 2, so your Steam library is pretty blue.
That's actually true. I haven't played anything on Steam this week.
Oh, I see what you did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was making a Blue Balls reference, but that was the best I could do.
it was pretty good.
No, I got it. It
was okay.
It was good.
I give you a
It was
thumbs
good.
up.
I mean, you didn't have
I mean,
much
also
to go
Blue
with.
is sad. Like it works on both ends.
Yeah, It works on if somebody didn't get it one way, they would have gotten it another way, presumably.
That's what she said.
Nice. Oh boy.
Justin, where can people find you playing your Steam library?
Me?
No, the other Justin.
No, you cut out, and I heard.
Oh, yeah, you.
Okay, cool.
I thought you were just being sassy because it's like that's the Justin character.
Oh, your audio quality is terrible on Google Hangouts. I don't know what it is.
Oh.
Every single week, it's just awful.
Mm.
Anyway, I am on YouTube and Twitch as Zero Score. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
Zero score.
I'm like a really nerdy Christopher. Crap, I forgot his name. The German guy from Inglourious Bastards.
Oh,
Christopher.
Christopher Lloyd.
No. I'm just gonna Google Christopher because I don't know the rest of his name. Let's see what comes up.
I know who you're talking about.
This is not helpful. Don't just Google Christopher. You won't find the answer to anything you're looking for. Christoph Waltz.
Yes.
It wasn't even Christopher.
Close-ish.
Whatever.
You're in the ballpark.
Yeah. The blue ballpark.
Like the opposite end, but still.
That's fine. I still caught the foul ball.
Yeah.
After kind of some juggling.
So
Because I didn't find the answer on Google. It just came to me, for the record.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. I'll shut up.
It came to me on Bing because Vivaldi's still doing that. Are you done with your plug, or are we good to go with Low?
I'm done plugging myself.
Okay. Low.
It doesn't stop.
Mm-mm.
This train don't stop.
Can't stop hope, though.
Oh boy. You guys can find me on Twitter at Near the Hero, N3R0 THEH3R0. You can also find me on YouTube, Near the Hero with letters, and you can find me here every week, laughing like a goofy person on Charge Shot.
That's probably the most professional this podcast has been this night.
Yay, I think.
All right.
As I'm sitting here squeaking, so Thomas has to edit it out.
You can find me, your host Thomas, on Twitter, CSG Thomas on Twitter. You can also check us out at chartshot.com. That's where all of our videos, audio, and written content is. And you could also email me, thomas@chartshot.com, with any questions, comments, concerns, critiques, especially critiques.
Compliments, ideally.
But yeah,
We're
until
only
then,
going to read the compliments.
I only listen to my haters.
I believe that.
Until then, guys, enjoy your games. Bye.
Bye. I love you.
Bye.
Take care. Be safe.
Are you drinking an energy drink?
I don't know.
Because it just
There's
said
probably some
Rush,
sugar in it.
and I just thought like you were probably drinking like a Four Loko kind of thing. That's like alcohol.
There's no ingredients.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, that's
There's
the
no
best type of thing to
ingredients.
drink is
Nope.
something with no ingredients.
I'm not that surprised for something that cost 88 cents, though. So.
It does have certified color, though.
Oh, that's good.
Malt beverage with artificial flavor and certified color.
Certified color.
That's my favorite.
That's my favorite ingredient.
Certified.
Yeah. No, yeah, there's no ingredients on this thing.
Goodness.
There's just the government warning.
No ingredients, just a government.
Yep. Why are you drinking this, you fool?
What is it called? Like Rush?
Mm-hmm. Natty Rush.
If you're reading this, it's already too late.
Probably. 25 fluid ounces of bad mistakes.